Well, hello YouTubers. Got a repair today. It's a Yamaha GT80. This is the same model and size of bike I grew up on. This is my very first motorcycle I ever had. This one's a 1980. I believe the year that mine was, I was told by a motorcycle shop, was a 69. So it's quite a bit older than this. But same feeling, same speed. I think mine was a bit faster because this one's running a bit rich right now. Anyways, so what we need to do right now is pull this carburetor off. What you do, I already removed a bolt right there. There's a bolt right here. You can hear the little kids playing in the background. And this just kind of slides out. Just like that. There's a oil line on the bottom. You can remove this right there. This comes out as well. That's just an oil sensor. Just trying to get it moved out of the way. There's an oil sensor right there. Just to make sure you know you got oil in it. I'm going to set that right there. I'll wipe it off before I put it back. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I need two hands for this. I'm going to sit it sideways and then hook the hose from the bottom and set it the other side because that side's a little deeper. So I'm going to put you in my toolbox while I pull this, if I can. Got to get it started and then it'll come. There we go, it started. I'm trying to pull the hose off. Here we go. And I'm going to set this way so it's not going to sit. Nope. Never mind, it's dripping everywhere. How lovely. There we go. I'll set it just like that. In a second, I'll show you what I mean. As oil is dripping down it. Sorry for that. I got it sitting like that. Nothing is coming out of the bottom. Unless I pick it up. Just gotta sit it like that, at that angle. There's just enough oil in there to, annoy me. Come on. There we go. And then you need to pull this air box out, air filter box. I'm going to pull that screw off, or that bolt, or whatever you want to call it, out, and then I'll show you where to go from there. Alright, I just remembered. Can't get these filter boxes off. So I'm going to push that connecting tube in the back there, the piece that goes onto there, and then push this carburetor out of the way. Push that back, and then this carburetor kind of slides out. Make sure your fuel is off, and hook your fuel line. There's, you got your drain line on the bottom there. You're just kind of pulling along with it. And then this top piece, if I've got both hands I can do it. Come on. Alright. Gonna have to use a little bit of force. Got my trusty pair of vice grips. I'm just gonna grab onto it lightly. There we go. Alrighty. So that's coming off now. I'm gonna pull this off. Oh, it's fun. I'm gonna have to spin it this way. It's like binding up. There's gasoline spilling on my pants. There we go, and there it comes. That's just the spring inside that's not letting me unscrew it. Here we go. It's getting easier and easier. There it comes off. Alright, next thing I'm going to do, turn it upside down. It's going to drain fuel out of it. And I'm going to take off this bottom of the bowl, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. So as you can see, there's a little bit of water down the bottom there. It's that different colored stuff. That's water. When I was pulling the bowl off, water came out down here too. It's on the leaf. The bowl isn't in too bad a shape actually, but I just need to clean the jets out. I need to pull that center jet out and clean it. I need to go find some carb cleaner now. Not sure where I've been placing all my carb cleaner. I haven't cleaned a carb in a while. Kind of sad to say, but it's true. So I gotta go find my carb cleaner and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I pretty much got everything clean. I've got both of there's the idle jet and the main jet. The bottom is clean. The top I have not started cleaning yet. I need to pull this out. Oh my gosh. Whatever kind of dweebus. Oh my gosh. Look, do you see what I'm seeing? This needle is in upside down. How would it work upside down? I'd like to know. Now I understand why when you leave the fuel on, it floods. Get that out. Just turn that upside down. That needle was upside down. That was... my gosh, that needs to be this way. That's pretty clean down in there. In my mind, when I'm working on motorcycle carburetors, where fuel's going to be going through, whether it be the jets or past this, I've already cleaned that. As you can see, it's shiny. In my mind, if it's not shiny, it's not clean. I cleaned down inside there. You can see it's actually shiny around the edges. It's pretty shiny down inside there. This one I don't need to clean, the needle. I'll spray some carb cleaner down in there though. I'm going to clean the top out up here, and then I'll reassemble it and put it on the bike, and then I'll start it up for the first time with a cleaned carburetor with the needle in the right way, and I'll let you know how, or we'll show you how it sounds. How I clean. Got some steel wool here. Spray a little bit of carb cleaner down on the bottom, or this is the top in this case, and you just rub it around. Just get it clean. This combination of steel wool and the cleaner really cleans things out. And then you take the carb cleaner, I'll spray outside here. Whoop. Going to be working with carb cleaner. It is a nice thing to put safety glasses on. You don't want it in your eyes, it hurts. But I just got you between my knees. So as you can see, it's actually pretty clean now. I'm going to set that right there. Where's that steel wool go? Where'd I put it? There it is. I'm going to clean this needle valve off as well, and just the end of it. As you can see, it's shiny now. So let's put this in the right way. There's this guy that works on these bikes here where I live. He works on just nothing but Honda trail like 110s, but he'll work on these as well. He just doesn't know what he's doing. It's like everybody brings him these bikes, and he charges a ton to work on them, but he never knows what he's doing. He never knows, you know. That's why this is probably running too rich, is because it's getting too much fuel into the system, because it's not, the float isn't correct. The float now bounces and does what it's supposed to. What an idiot. Not too tight. These are brass pieces, and brass does snap a lot easier than steel. So, got a screwdriver here. Clean that off before I use it. Cleaned inside those jets, so they're all sparkly clean on the inside. And on the outside, as you can see right there, it's all nice and clean. Where'd that? There it is. The bottom go. Let's see. That goes on this way. I believe. Nope. Other way around. There we go. Just reassembling it here. I guess I don't need to get this all on camera, so. Alrighty, me, a big giant guy sitting on a little bike. Alright, I'm going to turn the fuel on. I'm going to turn the reserve on. I don't know how much fuel's in this. Now I'm going to turn the fuel on. Take that back. I'm going to let it sit for a second. Turn the key on. Make sure it's in neutral. Turn the choke on. If she'll start, come on. Let's turn the reserve on. I really don't think there's much fuel in this. No, not really. My bike, actually, the regular fuel never worked. The reserve was the only thing that worked on mine, so might be the same case for this. Let's see, engine run. Key is on. Yep. Hey, it's running better. It actually revs up now. Before it never revved. It'd get to about there and then it'd start bogging out. Might be able to lean it up just a bit more. Cool. See you in a little bit, tubers.